Hello everyone. In the last video of introduction of the polymer chemistry, we saw the classification of the polymer chemistry based upon three criteria, namely based on source or origin, second based upon the structure, and third based upon mode of polymerization. In this video, we are going to see further three classification of polymers. First, that is based upon the intermolecular forces. Then we'll see classification based upon number of monomers. And third, we are going to see classification based upon the biodegradability. Let's see the classification based upon the intermolecular forces. Based upon intermolecular forces, the polymers are mainly classified into the four subclasses: elastomers, fibers, thermopolymers, and thermoplastic polymers and thermosetting polymers. Let's see one by one. First, we'll see about the elastomers. What is elastomers? Elastomers, these are the elastic polymers. Elasticity is the property by which substance gets stretched by an external force and restores its original shape on release of the force. The intermolecular force present into these elastomers is the weak forces like the van der Waals forces, and that permits the polymers to be stretched because of this weakness. A few crosslinks between the chain helps this polymer to restore to its original position. An example, that is vulcanized rubbers, Buna S, Buna N, neoprene. These are the different examples of the elastomers. So these are nothing but the elastics. Second, that is fibers. Fibers are polymeric solids from which threads can be drawn. These are having high tensile strength, that is a property to have resistance to breaking under the tension. The forces, intermolecular forces like the hydrogen bonding and the strong dipole-dipole forces exist into these fibers. Due to these fibers are crystalline in the nature. And examples of the fibers are polyamides like nylon 6, nylon 6,6, polyester fibers like the terylines. These are the examples of fibers. Next, we are going to see that is thermoplastic polymers. What are thermoplastic polymers? Plasticity, that is the property being easily shaped and molded. So this is capable of repeating, softening and heating and hardening on cooling. So in these thermoplastic polymers, we can shortly say that is we can remold it. So we can soft this and we can again hard that one after the cooling. So which type of the intermolecular forces are present into these thermoplastic polymers? The intermolecular forces present into the thermoplastic polymers are these are strong forces which are intermediate between elastomers and fibers. So between these elastomers, these are the weak van der Waals forces, fibers having the strong hydrogen bonding forces, and the forces which are present to the thermoplastic polymers are in between these two. Which are the examples of thermoplastic polymers? Polythene, polystyrene, polyvinyls. These are the thermoplastic polymers. Fourth subclass, that is nothing but the thermosetting polymer. Thermosetting, these are the rigid polymers, have the property of being shaped on heating, harden when hot, and cannot be softened by heating and cannot be remolded again. So it is a thermosetting. Once it is set, once it is shaped, it cannot be changed. So that is the thermosetting polymer. Cross-linking by the covalent bonds forms the molds. So in this, the intermolecular forces present are nothing but the covalent bonds which forms a cross-linking. For example, bakelite, urea formaldehyde, the resins, these are nothing but the thermosetting polymers. So that is a classification of polymers which is based upon the intermolecular forces. Elastomers having the weak van der Waals forces, fibers having the hydrogen bonding and strong dipole-dipole forces. Thermoplastic polymers, these are having the force in between the elastomers and fibers, while thermosetting polymers, they are having the covalent bonds which are cross links. Now we'll go for the next criteria, that is the classification based upon the types of monomers. So based upon the types of the monomers, these polymers are classified as a homopolymers and second one copolymers. Homopolymers which have only one type of the repeating unit, that is a single monomer that gets repeated again and again, that is called as the homopolymers. Which is the example of homopolymer? Nylon 6 or nylon 6,6 or polyacrylonitrile, these are the homopolymers. Second subclass is the copolymer. What is copolymer? The copolymers that have two or more types of the repeating units. So two or more monomers, types of monomers get linked to each other, that is the copolymers. For example, Buna S, Buna N, these are the examples of copolymers. Now, next criteria of classification, that is of biodegradability. So based upon the biodegradability, there are the two subclasses, non-biodegradable and biodegradable polymers. What is non-biodegradable? As name indicates, these are not affected by any microbes. This cannot be, we can say that is degradable, which cannot be affected by any microorganisms. So they stay in the environment for the longer times, and because of this they causes the pollutions in the environment. These are the hazardous. All the synthetic polymers, mainly these are non-biodegradable polymers. And second, that is the biodegradable polymers. Biodegradable, these can be degraded by the microbes, so that is not causing any pollution, that is a biodegradable polymer. Natural fibers, these are the examples of the biodegradable polymers. Okay, so here we learn about the classification of the polymers, and totally up till now we have seen there are the 6 criteria of classification of the polymers.